All right, Shalom. First and foremost, we want to give all praises, glory, and honor unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakodash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well through the scriptures. Peace to the hopeful elect. And in this lesson, we basically gonna speak about how Esau never believed in the Lord. All right, Esau, the spirit that's within him, a biblical figure, a character, the twin brother of Jacob. He never believed in the Lord, all right? Because another word for belief is faith, all right?
Mm-hmm.
And matter of fact, I'm gonna get
the Genesis. Hebrews.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah,
Yep, that's the spirit.
Crazy.
I'm gonna put it up on my screen too. Just verse 1 is cool.
Yeah, Hebrews 11:1.
Mm-hmm.
He said, now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen.
Right. So Esau doesn't operate by faith and hope. If he can't see it, if he can't touch it, if he can't taste it, then he don't believe it.
Right.
Faith is the substance of things hoped for. So faith, the substance meaning that's your actions. Like if you believe something, your actions gonna portray it if you believe it or not. And Esau didn't believe in the Lord. He didn't believe in the blessing. He didn't believe in the kingdom of heaven because it was afar off. That's why he sold it to Jacob. Mm-hmm. All right. Now, when you read, this is Psalm 50:16. It says, "But unto the wicked the Most High said, What hast thou to do to declare my statutes, or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth? Seeing thou hatest instruction." See, this book is a book of instruction. And everything that this Bible say you don't do, those in rulership now, they do the opposite of. All right? Just like when you read the book of Maccabees, it says, when these when the rulers of after Alexander took hold, Ptolemy, Seleucus, all of them, it says these evils multiplied in the earth. All right. It says verse 17, "Seeing thou hatest instruction and castest my words behind thee." So they cast the word of the Lord behind them. All right, meaning they disregarded it. It didn't mean nothing to them. All right. So this is let's jump to Genesis 25:27. It says, "And the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter, a man of the field, and Jacob was a plain man dwelling in tents." Now let's look up plain. Plain is thumb, is perfect, complete, perfect, one who lacks nothing in physical strength, beauty, sound, wholesome. Now what makes you sound or what makes you whole? The truth. Mm-hmm. All right, proper doctrine. All right. It says complete, morally innocent. This taking hold onto the scriptures makes you morally innocent. All right. Like on Isaiah, in the 6th chapter, Isaiah said, "I am an unclean person, and I dwell amongst the unclean people." Then the Lord, the angel, touched his mouth with the hot coal and said, "Okay, now you clean. Go speak to the people." Mm-hmm. All right. It says, "Having integrity, one who was morally and ethically pure." So Jacob was a plain man. He was a perfect man. All right, because you got to think. Their grandfather was Abraham. Abraham was rich.
Right.
So yep, you got it.
Yeah. This is and also it's, Esau wants to always make things seem to appear that he's doing it at his own power. I was at work today, and we have it's a way I was working in the I work in the freezer, and the way we kind of get the what you call it, the foamer up to the top, you throw a piece of plastic down and you pull it up, and the plastic is weight. It's a lot of it's really unnecessary way to do it. So I showed a guy a way that I do it now, and he was like, "Damn, man, that makes a lot of sense." Because I used the way I did it was like I invented it, and so I said, "Yeah, man." I said, "Well, that proves that most inventions was invented from Jake, mm-hmm. Because the only way you could come up with something to invent is a person that's doing something, that's doing the job." Okay, how can Eli Lilly? I mean, how could what's the guy name?
Eli Whitney?
No, Whitney, right? Eli Whitney. How did he can invent the cotton gin when he didn't work?
Right.
It had to be invented by somebody that was working to say, this will make my job easier. I mean, it just makes common sense, man. Mm-hmm. But Esau wants to always do things by his own hand, or say that he thought of it. You know, just like the brother was just saying. Cain, when he was a cunning hunter.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all he had to do was pray and ask Yahweh Shai, to provide for him. He did it with Isaac. When Isaac was getting sacrificed, he caught a ram in the thicket of a bush. Yahweh Shai provides for us, man. Um, even back so far when he was Cain. This is Genesis 4:5. He said, "But unto Cain and to his offering he had no respect. And Cain was very wroth, and his countenance fell." Right, his countenance fell. Why? Because he has no hope. Esau has no hope in nothing, man. He has nothing. No, like I said, the scripture said, without faith, it's impossible. As a matter of fact, let me
Hebrews
go back to
11 and
that.
6.
It says, without faith, it's impossible to even please the Lord. He said, now faith is something. So let me go to verse 2. He said, "For by it the elders obtained a good report." He said, "Through faith we understand that the worlds were framed by the word of the power. So the things which are seen were not made of things which do appear." All right, and see, Esau always needs to manifest something by his own hand to say that I did it. He's faithless. All right, it
Mm-hmm.
said what it says. No profane person.
And
That's in
Hebrews
Hebrews too.
12 and 16.
Yep,
Yeah.
Let me get that. Verse 4. "But by faith Abel offered unto the power a more excellent sacrifice than Cain, by which he obtained witness that he was righteous. But he said, but the power testified of his gift, and by it he being dead yet speaketh."
Because he offered up the right
Right, the right
sacrifice.
sacrifice, right.
And Cain didn't,
He,
because he didn't believe.
that's right. He had no faith.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and I'm gonna go back to the Genesis 4 and yeah, because he said his countenance fell. I'm gonna restart that over. It's Genesis 4:5. But Cain, but unto Cain and his offering he had no respect, and Cain was very wroth. Hey, and what was the first thing he did when he didn't accept his respect? He got pissed off. All right.
Mm-hmm.
He said, and his countenance fell. Verse 6. "And the Lord said unto Cain, Why art thou wroth? And why is thy countenance fallen?" He said, "If thou doest well," then the Lord gave him a kind of a warning. He said, "If thou doest well, shall not shall thou not be accepted?" He said, "And if thou doest not well, sin lieth at the door, and unto thee shall be his desire, and thou shalt rule over him." And his desire was what? Always to have his power in his own hands. He didn't want to believe in nothing, man. All right, let me
Is
go
that for
back to
you?
it. Huh?
Priest up.
Yeah, come on, go
This is Habakkuk 2 and 4. It said, "Behold, his soul, which is lifted up,
ahead. Ooh,
is not upright
that's
in
right.
him."
That's right.
It says, "But the just shall live by his faith." Because see, he's unjust. See, the only just way to live is to live by faith.
Come on.
All right, because what Hebrews 11 and 2, it says, by faith the elders receive a good report.
That's
Then
right.
that whole chapter goes into, it said, by faith Abel offered up a better sacrifice. By faith Noah. By faith Enoch. By faith, because without faith it's impossible to please him.
Right.
All right, but the soul that's within Esau, it's a faithless soul, and that word soul is in the posh: soul, self, life, creature, person, appetite, mind, living being, desire, emotion, passion, that which breathes, the breathing substance. So basically, his being, like his total his essence, everything that makes him him, his spirit.
Yeah.
All right, it's a faithless existence.
Yeah, and that shows you how he was created to be exactly who he is. Anything. Let's go back to that fucking Old Spice commercial. Anything else would be uncivilized.
Mm-hmm.
Because he was created to be. He was created to be the devil.
Right.
He's contrary to the word, man. He can't be anything else. Now right now, what we're seeing Esau, what he is doing now, is he's squirming and keep trying to prolong his lie and try to get his lie to keep being believed,
Mm-hmm.
and it can't be. We was on We was on Amalek at camp, and see, he's the chief house of Esau. So when we get on him, it's no hope because what Esau is putting his faith in Amalek. That's one of the very main reasons that America pays Israel for that lie to keep going, man. And Amalek is trying to hide behind that. That's why you got the Anti-Defamation League and all of that, man, because they put all of these things in protection of that lie, and it's not gonna stand no more, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm trying to find a profane person. It's
12 and 16.
Is it 16? Oh, no, I'm at 2.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, I get it. I was down too far. Okay, this is Hebrews 12 and 16. Let me. Okay, let me start it. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna start at 14. He said, "Follow peace with all men, and holiness without." He said, "In all holiness, without which no man shall see the Lord." All right, can that man follow peace? No fucking way. It's no way he can follow peace. Peace is not in his. Hey, what he said? He said peace was not in his heart. You know what I said in Psalms.
War was in his heart.
War was in his heart.
Okay.
He can't have peace for no apparent man. He's not a peaceable man. He'll come as Satan has made himself as what? As an angel of light. Okay, through who? Esau. He present Esau is the counterpart of which carries out Satan's bidding, because that's what he's for. Okay, go ahead.
Psalm 55:21. It says, "The words of his mouth were smoother than butter,
Mm-hmm.
but war was in his heart."
War was in his heart, man.
His
War. Go ahead.
His words were softer than oil.
Hey, because he comes off appearing as to be your friend. They do that at your job. They'll be talking soft words. Yeah, okay, well, you know what? The promotion's in place for you. You know, just keep doing your job. And then as soon as you walk out of the room, he's like, that guy's not gonna get it, man. He's a fucking asshole. You know, but just let him think he's gonna get it, and he's gonna work his ass off for us and bust his ass. And then you'll be busting your ass out there, man. And some new guy come off the street, his nephew or his fucked up cousin that fucked up at another job, or raped some little boy, and they're coming out, yeah, man, yeah, well, they went ahead and got somebody to fill the job. But you know what? Hey, just keep it up. You know, we're gonna have something for you. And then Jake all fucked up and shit, man. You can't trust this fucking devil, man.
Hey, I heard a joke a long time ago when I was in basic training.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you don't really know the truth, so you talking to so-called white people or whatever.
Right.
And I was just getting them to tell me some of the racist jokes I didn't know about.
Yeah.
And one of them, out of all the jokes, this was one of the ones I felt was kind of like the deepest. He said, when does a black guy become a nigger?
Wow.
And then the answer was, when he leave the room. Basically, they gonna smile in your face, they gonna joke, but the minute you leave that room, you a nigger.
That's right.
It says, his words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords.
Wow. And those swords could be physical swords or what? Swords of discord.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because Esau starts rumors about you. He'll lie on you. He'll be throwing daggers all in your back, man. Oh, you not in the room, man. He's gonna be slandering the shit out of you. All right.
I got a quick one for you.
Okay.
It says Psalm 64:3,
Mm-hmm.
who whet their tongue like a sword,
Right.
and bend their bows to shoot their arrows,
Oh,
even bitter words.
Man. Yep. See. Man, so this guy's he can't be a peaceable man, man. Okay. He said, so follow peace with all men. Okay, and this is pertaining to Jake. I said, and holiness. He said, without which no man shall see the Lord. Which Esau can't see the Lord. All these Christian stations and all of that, Joel Osteen, motivational speaker, all of that shit, man, is fucking, bro, that's some bullshit.
Joel Blowstein.
Yeah, bro, all that shit is bullshit, man. Okay, verse 15, looking diligently, lest any man fail for a fail of grace of the power, lest any root of bitterness springing up trouble. It's like it. He said, looking diligently, lest any man fail of the grace of the power, lest any root of bitterness springing up trouble you, and thereby many be defiled. Right, because hey, with Jake, and see, Jake has, something is built in Jake To have, I don't care how bad, how fucked up Jake is. Jake has that. Lord put that spirit in Jake, man, to be remorseful. He might seem like he's not remorseful, but over time, man, Jake gon' damn, he's going, it's in him. It's just like, it's just something that's built in him, man. He's just different, man. People, the new saying now is people like, look, man, we are not the same. We do different things. We are not the same. We're not like Esau, man. I don't care how hard, how hard Jake is and how much Esau comes out with his murder media and portrays Jake to be, how he lock us up and Jake be looking real fucked up, man, when he getting handcuffed and he talking shit back to the police and shit. It be looking like, look at him, see, he deserves all that. Right. No, man, no. Those police they full of rage and hatred, man. They provoke you into doing that, man, so they can reverse the tables. Verse 16, he said, least there be any fornicators or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright. Mm-hmm. This nigga sold his birthright for some fucking meat, man. He didn't give shit. He can give two less shits about his birthright. And then was pissed off, or he's been pissed off on us. You never hear those Christian churches talk about how Esau hated his brother, man. He wouldn't even let us cross through the land. It said he would have a perpetual hatred. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get that. You got something else?
I was gonna keep going on this Hebrews 12.
That's cool.
It says, "Lest there be verse 17." It says, "For ye know how that afterward, when he would have inherited the blessing, he was rejected, for he found no place of repentance, though he sought it carefully with tears." And he would have never sold his birthright if he believed in it. All right, because first of all, it was afar off. All right, let me. I'm gonna grab a scripture real quick. It says afar off. Salakia. See, Esau only believes in the here and now. What's the word for that?
And what he can see.
Yeah, instant gratification. Yep. Right. It says 2 Peter 1:9. It says, but he that lacks is blind and cannot see afar off, and have forgotten that he was purged from his old sins. So Esau couldn't see afar off. He didn't have the vision. See, Jacob had the vision. All right, Jacob said he was a plain man dwelling in tents, that he was perfect. Jacob knew he wasn't the firstborn. Jacob knew that that the kingdom of heaven, the everyday dinner table conversation, because Abraham his grandfather. Right. So what they rich. Abraham was rich in cattle and silver and gold. So that and the scripture says that Abraham gave all that he had to Isaac, and he gave his other sons gifts, but he gave all that he had to Isaac. So Isaac's sitting there rich with these two sons. So of course Jacob was a plain man dwelling in tents. We rich. We got servants. I'm meditating. I'm in here getting closer to the Lord. I'm in here just pondering like, well, damn. He the firstborn. Yeah. Our father Isaac, the kingdom of heaven, the blessing of Abraham. He gonna be the chief partaker in that. He like, damn.
And Jake always has been like that. Jake always want to be that heir. He's always wanted to be that, man. Even in like how we living now, when a brother is raised up with his father, you hear brothers be like, man, I'm trying to be like my father. Well, you don't have it now because the fathers look down upon it in the black community, but you your desire that's in you is to be like your father, man. Yep. And our spiritual father is what? Y'all Bashim Yahushua. And this is what Esau put that he put that stigma on us. But now that we had came back to the statute, laws, and commandments of the Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, that's something he can't tamper with. We're trying to be we're pressing towards him, trying to be like our father, and he can't mess with that. He can't touch it. It's like, man, what the fuck? What is this? And it's driving him fucking crazy, man. It's driving him crazy. Mm-hmm. It's something he can't tamper with, man. Okay, and he said this is Ezekiel 35:5. He said, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword. See, there can be no peace with him, man. He hates your fucking guts, man. He hates your fucking wind, bro. They organs. He's allowing these other nations to come. Man, Esau is behind all these women that's getting snatched up. Esau is behind that shit. He's allowing these motherfucking goops or whoever doing. He's allowing that organ harvesting, man. This is the valley of the shadow of death, man. He's allowing everything that's going on. Alton Coleman, all that shit was designed. All that shit, everything. These serial killers, all that shit is designed by Esau. These CIA agents. Nothing is by just happenstance, man. Esau is behind all that shit. It's all witchcraft. Okay? He said, shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in their time of their calamity. And the time of their iniquity had an end. Right. Our iniquity, you're supposed to have held us and put our iniquity supposed to have been stopped at a certain time, man. But no, you perpetuated and kept it going on, man. You're still perpetuating. And you're found guilty, man, because when Yahweh Shah comes back, we're still found in your hands. Your ass is gonna be got, man. You know what? It don't even make me mad no more. Cause bro, we at the time now, man. We seeing your fucking shit crumble. My job is in such disarray. I be telling and sometimes guys go to work, man. I say, look, man, don't trip, bro. I say, man, we making free money. Let these motherfuckers scramble because they just changed our schedule, and now it looks like it's going back to the other schedule. And my boss even told me, he said they don't want to admit that they were wrong. They don't want to go back to the other schedule because they made a mistake. We clean that place less as possible. We don't even clean that we clean like one day now. It went from 1 week. We went to 2 days, 3 days, 2 days. Now we clean it one day. I'm like, man, that shit is crazy. So it's like, man, Esau, his shit is crumbling, man.
Oh, that I got a quick piece up for you.
Go ahead,
this is Obadiah Obadiah verse 8. It says, shall I not in that day, said Yahweh, even destroy the wise men out of Edom, and understanding out of the mount of Esau? So ain't no wisdom and understanding no more. All their actions, all across the board, whether it be political, whether it be economy wise, everything they doing, it doesn't make any sense.
Makes no sense, man. His education, listen, his education system. Everybody was, what was the motto when I was younger? My mother and father, grow up and get a good education so you can get a good job. Well, education don't matter no more. My son doesn't have a high school diploma. He makes $18 an hour. What the fuck, man? Because it don't matter no more.
Had a trade.
Had a trade. Yeah, trade. It doesn't matter. Because guess what? Those trades don't matter no more, man. To a certain extent, it's good to know shit. Because if you got a trade, if you know something, you can always make money. You can trade with your knowledge for what somebody needs. But for the most part, you can go to tip agency. I know we got a brother that works off tip agencies, man. Just tip agency. You don't never have to fucking go sign a contract with Esau or wait for to get this. I mean, Jake is doing what the fuck they want, man. Jake could go get high, smoke his weed, whatever, man. Still working. Because what? It's the grinding is ceasing in this place, man. They need workers more than ever. If the temps stop coming to my job right now, bro, they'll shut that place down, man.
Shit, they're up the pay. They'll start you off at 20.
Yeah. Let you know that his money ain't shit, man. He's paying these people, man, top dollar to do shit, nothing, because his money system is no good, man. All right, brother.
That's it. Yeah. So with that, Lord willing, this was edifying. Listen, hopefully, let all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushai, by Hashem, Rakakadash, and Abba Babal.